So I got this fascinating message during a pretty intense experience. I was meditating, maybe with a little help, and had like this vision. And it wasn't some blissed out, peaceful thing, at first anyway. First I felt this incredible, pure anger. And it's important to understand this wasn't like I'm pissed off at my neighbour for playing music too loud. It was like raw substance of anger itself. In my notes, I described it as this source of immense power, like I could just run on this restless, dominating energy and conquer anything. It wasn't strategic, it was just pure, forward-moving force. And the insight I had was that this energy must be somewhere inside me all the time, even when I'm not feeling it. And it feels dead on. Psychologically, you could describe this as a direct encounter with what Carl Jung called the shadow. The shadow is basically all the parts of yourself you've repressed or refused to acknowledge. And you usually think of this as bad stuff, your greed, your resentments, your cruelty. But it's also where you hide your power, your aggression, your assertiveness, your capacity for domination. You're taught to be nice, so you shove that capacity for force down into the basement. But the energy doesn't go away, it just sits there, waiting. And what I think I felt was that raw, undiluted energy, separate from any moral judgment. It's a lot to handle. Then, immediately after this intense anger, it completely flipped. I felt light. Not like a bright light, but a physical lightness, like air was moving through me. I kept thinking of that show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, feeling like I was Aang. All that drive and dominating force from before was gone. It was replaced by this like passive, receptive state of just floating. After looking into this, it sounds like this is a classic psychological mechanism. The mind is always seeking equilibrium. If you stretch a rubber band as far as it can go in one direction, it's going to snap back with equal force. I wasn't experiencing a new feeling, I was experiencing the direct opposite of the first one. So in a sense, my mind was balancing the scales. But here's the most important part of the whole thing. I didn't end up in the light state, I didn't defeat the anger. Instead, I found myself kind of just floating in a space between the two, between the anger and the light, the hate and the love. I was just holding both, almost lightheaded. And that right there might be the whole damn point. The goal isn't to get rid of your shadow, your anger, or your darkness. You can't. Trying to do that is what makes it so damn powerful and dangerous in the first place. The goal is to build a conscious. It's about standing in the middle and recognizing that you are the thing that contains both. That's not just balance, that's wholeness. So when you have an experience like this, it's not just a weird trip, it's a glimpse into the actual mechanics of a healthy, integrated human mind. Pretty wild, huh? I've been noticing a lot of my journals seem to reflect this idea of balancing the light with the shadow. And I'm sorry if my videos are getting a bit repetitive in this sense, but for whatever reason, I've been getting a lot of these ideas lately. Though in a lot of ways, it's really just the same idea over and over again in different ways. Anyways, hope it's not too redundant. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts and similar experiences in the comments.